Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my channel Rise and Shine. Hope you are all doing well and enjoying mathematics. In case if you are finding maths tough, I assure you that after seeing my video, you will definitely find it very easy. So let's start. One afternoon, Rishita was feeling bored as she had finished her homework and she did not want to watch television. So she requested her mother to give her some activity. Her mother, in turn, asked her to draw two rectangles on a blank sheet of paper, divide them into n equal parts, and express them. Rishita at that time wondered why her mother is giving her such an activity, but since she had nothing else to do, so she thought that she should follow her mother's advice. Let us see what she did. She took out a blank sheet of paper and drew two rectangles on it. Her mother had suggested her to divide the rectangles into n equal parts. Students, let me clarify here. N means any reasonable natural number. So she divided the first rectangle into 5 equal parts and the second rectangle into 7 equal parts. Since she had to express them also, so she decided to shade 3 equal parts of the first one with red color and 2 equal parts of the second rectangle with green color. The moment she finished coloring them, she realized why her mother had asked her to do such an activity. So, my dear students, I want you to guess now what was the intention of Rishita's mother behind such an activity? Come on, can you guess it? Yes, you all are right. She wanted Rishita to revise fractions. Let me ask you one more question. You must have seen my previous video. So, can you tell me now how you will represent the first rectangle in fractions? Come on, fast, fast. Yes, you guessed it right. In fractions, it will be represented as 3 by 5. What about the second one? Again, you are right, correct. It will be represented as 2 by 7. Great job, my dear students. A fraction represents equal parts of a whole or a collection. Here, rectangle represents the whole and shaded portion represents the parts of the whole. Now please refer to our first rectangle. In fractions, it is represented as 3 by 5. Students, can you tell me which one out of this is numerator and which one is the denominator? Come on, I'm waiting. Yes, you are right. Here 3 is the numerator, which represents number of equal parts which Rishita has colored, the shaded region. And 5 represents the denominator, which represents number of equal parts that make up the whole rectangle. Now let us see our second rectangle. In fractions, it is represented as 2 by 7, where 2 is the numerator, the shaded area, and 7 is the denominator, the number of equal parts in which the whole rectangle is divided. Students, I want you to note one interesting fact here. In both the above mentioned fractions, if you note, numerator is less than the denominator. See the first fraction, 3 by 5. Here the numerator 3 is less than denominator 5. Now see the second one. It is 2 by 7. So here numerator 2 is less than denominator 7. Such fractions are known by a special name. Well, you guessed it right. They are known as proper fractions. So let's see how we define proper fractions. A proper fraction is the one whose numerator is less than the denominator. The value of a proper fraction is always less than 1. For example, 3 by 5, 2 by 7, 1 by 5, 5 by 8, etc. Now if you see, in all these fractions, the numerator is less than the denominator. And when you calculate the value, it will be always less than the number 1. So such fractions are known as proper fractions. Let us see some more examples of proper fractions. My dear students, let us assume a situation where the numerator is less than the denominator and is always equal to 1. The denominator, on the other hand, is a natural number but greater than 1. For example, 1 by 7, 1 by 3, etc. Now such fractions are known as unit fractions. In other words, a unit fraction is a proper fraction whose numerator is less than the denominator and its value is equal to 1. We can also say that each unit fraction is a part of the number 1. Let us understand this with the help of an example. Let your pizza represents the number 1. If we divide the pizza into two equal parts, then one part here represents half of 1. Similarly, when we divide it into 6 equal parts, one part here represents 1 by 6 of 1. Let us see some more examples of unit fractions. Please note, in all the above fractions, the numerator is equal to 1 and the denominator is greater than the value 1. Hence, they are called unit fractions. What if the numerator is greater than the denominator or is equal to the denominator? Let us find out. One evening, Rishita and her friends went to a restaurant and ordered a pizza, which had 6 slices. As they were waiting for the order to arrive, Rishita got a call from her mother, so she went out to attend the call. In the meantime, the pizza arrived, and her friends ate all the 6 slices of the pizza. When she came back, she found out that there is no slice left for her, so she decided to order another similar pizza. After eating one slice out of 6 slices, she felt she was not hungry anymore, so she decided to leave the remaining 5 slices. So, my dear students, the question arises, how much of the pizza did she and her friends had in all? Her friends ate 6 slices of the one whole pizza. In fractions, we can represent it as 6 by 6. On the other hand, she ate only one slice out of the 6 slices pizza. In fractions, we can represent it as 1 by 6. On adding these two fractions, we get the resultant fraction as 7 by 6. Now in this fraction, the numerator 7 is greater than denominator 6. So it is not a proper fraction. My dear students, what we call such fractions where the numerator is greater than the denominator? Well, since they are not proper fractions, so we call them improper fractions. So now the question arises, how we define improper fractions? Let us see. A fraction whose numerator is either greater than or equal to the denominator is called an improper fraction. The value of an improper fraction is always either equal to or greater than 1. For example, 6 by 4, 2 by 2, etc. They are improper fractions. Let us see some more examples of improper fractions. My dear students, please note that in all the above figures, numerator is greater than the denominator. So we can call them improper fractions. One morning, Rishita's mother gave her 3 buns and asked her to share it with her cousin Ryan equally. Now, my dear students, the question arises, how much share both children will get? Since Rishita has 3 buns and she has to share it equally with Ryan, she has to divide 3 buns into 2 equal parts. In fractions, we can write it as 3 by 2. After division, Rishita will get 1 full bun and 1 half bun. Similarly, Ryan will get 1 full bun and 1 half bun. We can write this as 1 by 2. Now, my dear students, please note that this 1 by 2 is a combination of one whole number, that is 1, and one fractional part, that is 1 half. Such fractions which are a mixture of a whole number and a fractional part are known by a special name. Can you guess it? Yes, you all are right. Such fractions are called mixed fractions. So how do we define mixed fractions? Let us see. A fraction which is a combination of a whole number and a fraction is called a mixed fraction. For example, 2 1 by 3, 5 1 by 4, and so on. My dear students, please note, here the fractional part is a proper fraction, where the numerator is less than the denominator and the value of such fractional part is always less than 1. To understand this, let us take one more number, 3 1 by 4. Now please note, 3 1 by 4 is a mixture of one whole number, that is 3, and a fractional part, that is 1 by 4. So we can call 3 1 by 4 as a mixed fraction. Let us see some more examples of mixed fractions. My dear students, I'm sure that by now you must have all understood types of fractions. So let us recall. A fraction whose numerator is less than the denominator is called a proper fraction. Therefore, value of a proper fraction is always less than 1. For example, 3 by 4, 5 by 8, etc. are proper fractions. A proper fraction whose numerator is 1 is called a unit fraction. For example, 1 by 5, 1 by 8, etc. are called unit fractions. A fraction whose numerator is either equal to or greater than the denominator is called an improper fraction. Therefore, value of an improper fraction is always either equal to or greater than 1. For example, 6 by 4, 14 by 11, 2 by 2, etc. are improper fractions. A fraction which is a combination of a whole number and a fraction is called a mixed fraction. For example, 2 1 by 4, 1 1 by 4, etc. are mixed fractions. So my dear students, are you ready for a small quiz? Let us see how many of you can get all the answers correct. You can write your answers as well as ask your doubts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and share this video. Please click on the subscribe button for more such informative videos. Keep learning to rise and shine.